The numbers in that third year, Stephen A., very punitive for the Knicks if they were to match this sheet.
You have a lot of people that have some trepidation about him in terms of his ability to be ambidextrous, going to his left, his consistent jump shooting, being turnover prone, and not being somebody that was ready to play in the postseason because he was only 85% ready.
I'm standing at the front of the room, again, forcing this world to create itself around me. And it feels like this is all I've ever been, just a mouth, a mic, and a dusty spotlight, dry throat, lips smacking with self-doubt, breath drowning in expectation, another night spent begging a room for faceless approval, so I can feel fleetingly valuable. I'm still trying to define my worth to the world through finger snaps and head nods and handshakes after the show. It's no accident that I spend my weekends here, excavating wounds for broken, hidden wings in front of any audience who will watch me. Even strangers. Especially strangers. Faces that don't look like mine. Maybe something in me is broken. That I can see my own reflection in the rows of eyes and concerned smiles, but I can't see my own reflection in a mirror. That when I'm on stage, I'm still just that 20-year-old, over-practiced, undercompensating kid stumbling his way to an open mic, holding the cord between my thumb and insecurities, trusting the spotlight to hold me up when there was nothing left in me to stay standing. On stage, I'm still 6, wishing my grandmother would stop walking outside so the neighborhood kids would stop singing us Ching Chong serenades, when I stayed in with afternoon cartoons turned up loud so I could pretend I imagined it. On stage, I'm still 10, searching the block for my family's shoes after they were stolen from outside our front door, thrown in barrels, hidden under cars when I learned I couldn't take a joke. On stage, I'm still 14 and trying to remember how to get home after being bullied and bloodied by kids who thought it was clever to shout the names of different Chinese food dishes each time a sneaker or fist flailed toward my face or chest or throat. On stage, I remember every time I was nothing more than my father's stubborn accent, nothing more than the oily, unventilated smell from my mother's kitchen, nothing more than ornate dashboard decorations on the beat-up old Cutlass, nothing more than these ugly, narrow eyes, flat punched-in nose, downturned lips, wide farmer's feet, this disgusting, muddled skin. On stage, I remember what it's like to hate anyone with the same color, who shares a last name, a story, a slur. What it's like to know if I'm not the villain, the most I can be is a sidekick. Hearing it from playground superheroes, from the blonde girl who broke my heart, from textbooks, war movies, enemies and friends, would-be presidents, magazine covers, Facebook feeds. On stage, I know what it's like to so desperately want self-worth that I'd ask everyone I could find to give it to me. But at home, I don't know any of that. At home, I sit with my kids, amazed, and watch my same narrow eyes, same downturned mouth playing ball under bright lights in New York. And I imagine he had the same doubts, same fits with insomnia, same sinking in the stomach that he fuels himself on the court by remembering flailing fists, remembering Ching Chong serenades, jokes about his family, who has probably lost count of all the voices who said he shouldn't be here.
This dude is lucky to be in the league.
His rise to stardom doesn't fix the world for my daughter and son, but maybe the load on his shoulders lifts the one off theirs a little. And maybe they'll learn to be motivated by pride and not embarrassment. And maybe they'll grow up believing in their own story, and maybe they won't need to go on the same search that I did, where I ended up here at the front of a room, broken, trying my best to raise children that are whole. So Jeremy, no matter how many losses in a row, no matter how many turnovers, no matter how many insulting headlines, played out race jokes, no matter how low the lows, no matter how many times your name gets spit back in your face as a slur, a threat, an insult, no matter what happens next on this thrilling, beautiful ride. Just remember, I'm still your biggest fan.